Hi, and thank you for joining us for our first episode of Trading Up. My name is Raquela, and I will be your host as we discuss and learn everything there is to know about the skilled trades. Together, we will learn things like what is a trade, why are trades important, what does it take to get into certain trades, how much money do people in skilled trades make, and why you should be considering learning a trade today. So get ready, we have so much to talk about. This is Trading Up. Oh, hey, it's me again. I imagine some of you are probably wondering, what exactly is a trade? Well, let's start with that. A skilled trade, by definition, is any job that requires a particular set of skills, knowledge, or ability to perform. So, working in fast food is not a skilled trade. Give me 1 second, please. But being a plumber is. Bagging food at a grocery store? Sorry, that's not a skilled trade either. But being a welder, that definitely is. Hopefully that helps you understand a little more about what a skilled trade is. And there are so many trades out there that affect our lives on a daily basis. For instance, the carpenter that helped build your house, the truck driver that delivers your packages, or even the HVAC technician that keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. There are so many things we enjoy because of the people in trades and the work that they do. So, did you know that most skilled trades do not require a 4-year college degree? Also, did you know that most, if not all, skilled trades will pay you to learn the job? Hold up. Are you hearing me? They will pay you to learn the job. Now, let's compare that with graduating with a 4-year college degree. First of all, your average university is going to cost you around $22,000 a year, while an apprenticeship in a skilled trade would not only cost you nothing, but will pay you $18 to $24 an hour from the start. So jump ahead 4 years. Instead of swimming in debt and having minimal real-world experience, you will have earned over $200,000 and already have 4 years actual experience in the industry of your future. Wow, that's crazy. We're going to take a really quick break, and when we return, we will talk to a few people from the industry and learn what the skilled trades are all about. So, don't you go anywhere. You're watching Trading Up on BCAN.
Welcome to Trading Up Trivia. I'm Vicki Bandine with the Toledo Refining Company. Here's your trivia question. Toledo Refining Company was established how many years ago after finding oil on the property? Was it A, 50 years, B, 75 years, or C, over 125 years? Sit tight, we'll have your answer when we return.
Trading Up Trivia is brought to you by the Toledo Refining Company, fueling progress since 1894.
Welcome back to Trading Up Trivia. Before the break, our trivia question was, Toledo Refining Company was established how many years ago after finding oil on the property? If you answered C, over 125 years ago, you're correct. Awesome job.
Trading Up is brought to you by Piercings by Caitlin, voted best in Toledo 4 years in a row. Check our website for monthly deals at piercingsbycaitlin.com.
What's up? Welcome back to Trading Up. We've already learned so much about the skilled trades, but if you're like me, you probably still have tons of questions. But instead of me answering them, we're gonna have a few of you talk to some professionals from different trades and see what they have to say.
What got you started in the skilled trades?
I really didn't like going to college. I just went because that's what everyone told you should do right out of high school. And I started to talk to people and figure out what other options there were. but I got into welding and I just enjoyed it, and I thought that it was a beautiful art. So I kind of just kept welding, and anytime I had off, I would just come in on my days off and practice welding and just do what I can to keep getting better.
I was applying for a job as a mechanic and had the option to start at a plumbing company as an apprentice, which is probably the best decision I ever made. Ever since that day, I realized that it was something that I became good at and kind of hooked onto it and just rolled with it.
I was a barber before I started this, but I knew that was just a stepping stone for me. So I was digging one day and looking into trades, and HVAC I think is a multi-trade because no day is the same. As an HVAC technician, I think of us as the doctors of the mechanical field. We're essential workers. We work in hospitals. We work in places that need us when they need us.
What kind of tools do you use on your job?
As a welder, some of the tools I use, you gotta have your weld hood. That's the most important thing. You can't weld without that weld hood. Gloves, jacket, all that stuff is FR or fire retardant, to help you out from getting burnt up. Good boots, because you're gonna burn shoestrings up. My shoestrings they got some material on them so they don't burn up.
Gloves, safety glasses, hard hats, steel toe boots, all the good stuff. Keep you protected and safe on the job. I use screwdrivers to open up units, sometimes crescent wrenches help. Yeah, we use gauges to check refrigerant levels in units that might be low on charge or need extra charging.
If we were saying stereotypically, people would say the pipe wrenches. You're going to use them. Channel locks, hammer, drills, sawzalls, anything that you're going to be able to utilize to twist pipe together, to press it together, to cut it, to all the other facets that are involved in joining. And
do you have to be big and strong to work in the skilled trades?
Absolutely not. You can be 110 pounds, you can be 300 pounds. Anybody can do this trade. It's not physically demanding on you. Sometimes it can be, but anybody can do this job.
It's actually helpful and beneficial for me to be so small. I get in confined spaces and I can help out where some people might not be able to. Anything that I might have to lift that's too heavy for me is too heavy for anybody to lift.
How much money do you make?
So as far as money goes, it's $100,000 to $150,000 a year job with full benefits. My family's taken care of with health insurance. I've got a good retirement. I've got good pensions. I've got the things that people want, and that makes me want to hold on to it.
When I first started, it was about $16 an hour, a little bit over that, but I started around $20 an hour. So every 6 months, you get a pay raise based off passing your classes and getting enough work hours. But when you top out as a journeyman, is where we are about $45 an hour. It's even more as a foreman. It's 10% over, area foreman, superintendent. You can get up there.
I can tell you, me personally, when I graduated, the year I graduated, I bought my first house. I had no student loan debt. I'm making over $100,000 a year. I'm not breaking my back every day. I'm not putting in 80 hours a week to hit that mark. Living very comfortably and accomplish things that I didn't think that I would.
What keeps you coming back every day?
Actually loving what I do and also getting paid to do it. It's kind of like a work of art, and I love art. And so to sit there and to love being artistic and manipulating the metal into something that I am proud of, and then to also get paid to do it and to be trained to do it without that college debt, it's awesome, and I love it.
In my last job, I kind of got tired of the same old thing every single day, but here it's something new almost daily. It's really cool. Get to go out all kinds of different places. It really keeps things fresh. There's never really been a stale or dull moment, really.
We're the cream of the crop, man. We're pretty much top of the food chain when it comes to skilled trades. We make a lot of things happen that people might not see that a plumber and pipe fitter had their hand in on that. We're some of the best paid. I think we're very well respected in the field. I don't think it gets much better than this.
So the thing that keeps me coming back every day is the satisfaction I get every single day solving somebody's problems for them. I get to work with my hands, I get to work with my mind, I get to build relationships, friendships even with these customers, and I feel very good about what I do.
Oh, okay, that was super helpful. Huge shout out to everyone for sharing all of that information with us. I thought I knew a lot about trades, but what they do every day just blew my mind. We're going to take another quick break before we actually go out into the field. So sit tight and we'll be right back. You're watching Trading Up.
Hey there, I'm Kyle Dockery with Sheet Metal Workers Local 33, and this is your safety tip of the day. Fall protection saves lives. Falls are the leading cause of death in the construction industry. Whenever possible, move equipment that requires maintenance to a lower location to eliminate a fall hazard. If you are required to work at an elevation 6 feet or above, utilize a fall arrest system. This typically consists of a harness, a safety lanyard or self-retracting lifeline, and a single or multiple anchor point. It is not just enough to utilize this equipment, the wearer must also be trained appropriately in its use. Whenever working from an elevated position, demand fall protection. The alternative could result in serious injury or death. Thanks for joining me, and remember, always be safe.
This Trading Up safety tip is brought to you by Smart Local 33. Trading Up is brought to you by Piercings by Caitlin, voted best in Toledo 4 years in a row. Check our website for monthly deals at piercingsbycaitlin.com.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. We've learned so much about the trade so far, and we've talked to so many people, but the most important part is getting the hands-on experience. So let's head to the job site and watch them work their magic. Follow me. Hey, you must be Kirk.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing
That
today?
have you?
All right, you gonna teach me some plumbing?
I'm gonna teach you what I know.
Okay, hopefully you know a lot. I'm very excited, so let's go.
Cool, all right. So what we've had is a bit of an accident, and a wild animal got loose in here and broke the P-trap.
Animal.
Yeah, well, I don't know where they came from. So as you can see here, this was broken off.
Because that wild animal, right?
Because of that wild animal. What are we gonna do? Well, here's some of the things you're gonna need. This is what we call a 2-inch PVC coupling. It's not a coupler.
It's coupling.
Coupling, not a coupler. We have a ProFlex band here. What's great about these is that they have a rubber sleeve on the inside that has a ridge. If you see on the inside there, that ridge will stop you as you're putting that on to know that you have perfect spacing, so you don't go too far.
Got you.
So,
Because what happens if you go too far?
well, you might not get a tight seal on both sides. You want them evenly dispersed with the pressure on the pipe to make sure you've got a good seal. You're also going to need a little bit of, this is what we call PVC cement, and then we have PVC primer, and in this case you're going to need what's called a nut runner, and that's how you lock down the shield here on the outside of this rubber sleeve. So the reason these rubber sleeves are important is because they act as not as good as a perfect welded seal. We actually call that solvent welding. This band will then tighten it so that you won't have any pull apart. You see what I mean? So I'll just give you a little demonstration. Go ahead and pull on that. So that comes right off.
Okay.
You're gonna have water flowing through here.
So you want to make sure it's...
Right, because this P-trap is actually gonna hold water. You know what the purpose of a P-trap is?
No.
Okay.
But tell me.
The purpose of a P-trap, everything in your house actually requires a P-trap unless there's a P-trap already built inside of the fixture itself, which would be like a toilet, a urinal, things of that nature. Okay, so what this trap is gonna do is prevent sewer gases from leaking into your house. So what happens is you have these lines here. So as the water comes down in here, it actually fills up and seals it to where that sewer gas can no longer sneak back up into your home. and the water will begin to flow out.
Got you. All right, so you ready to put this pipe on?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Okay, so first thing you're gonna do, take that shield off of that rubber. All right, so then I want you to take this piece of rubber and put it up on that pipe until it stops. Give it a quick glance, see if you're fully engaged. Seems like it's all the way there.
Not on this side.
Okay. The next step is you're gonna actually try and roll that rubber up so that all you have exposed is that ridge.
Also roll it up like this.
And it's a little difficult, so don't feel bad if you don't get it right away.
Okay.
There's a little water in there. You want some gloves?
No.
I think it's too late now. I should have told you. This is how it works as a plumber. You get
I'm not afraid. This is fun, but I don't think I can do it. I don't know if I can roll this up.
You want a hand?
Yes, please.
This is, let me grab another ladder because I'm not supposed to climb up the back there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get the, there you go. So now, what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna install this trap here. So what we're gonna utilize in this situation, we're gonna grab our primer and our glue, we're gonna take it up with us, along with the 2-inch PVC coupling.
Okay.
Okay, and you go ahead and climb up your side. Okay, so now what I'm gonna have you do, go ahead and run you a bead. Go ahead and make sure you do a really good job all the way around.
Okay, so this primer is really strong. What would you say was the worst thing you've ever smelled?
Oh, Lord have
plumbing?
mercy. There have been some very pungent odors that I've encountered. Raw sewage is not something fun to have to take in. Now that you've got your primer there, you can then
Go
begin
ahead
to do
and put it around the...
And what I recommend is with 2-inch, you can kind of just do the width of your dauber. And you want to do a real nice job going around. The primer is just the first step in creating that solvent weld that we're looking for when we're
So
installing
this is
these
glue,
things.
AKA cement.
Cement. In the field, we'll call it glue. People call it cement.
This is the clearest cement I've ever seen in my life. Okay, what you mean?
We got a saying in the field that glue is cheaper than leaks.
Oh, so use as much glue as I can?
Well, you know, we don't have to build a mountain out of it, but I think you've got a good coating there.
I was just about to say the same thing.
And so now what I want you to do is press that on as far as it'll go. There you go. Get it all the way in. Does it seem like it's hubbed all the way in?
I believe so.
Take a look for you. No, not yet. So sometimes I'll fight you. A little twist there. I think we're good. She's holding pretty good. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up right now, and so we're just gonna go ahead and tighten these straps around the shield and the rubber. You've already started on the middle two, so we'll work out, and then you'll double check them, just to make sure that they've maintained their tightness. You want to start on the middle too, because basically what it does is it creates that seal between the two pipes, and then you can just kind of work your way out. You see how it loosens up as you tighten them?
Yes.
So you want to double
I
check.
noticed that. I was going to ask how come it does that? Because it's like getting fitted to the pipe, or?
I always looked at it similar to when you you take a tire off your vehicle, how you have to tighten the lugs in different patterns, because as one side tightens, the other loosens. And so you want to keep going until you got a fully flush. And what we don't want to do either is over tighten these, because it will snap these bands off. So once it feels really hand tight, just nice and snug, you're good to go.
Okay. So, It looks like we fixed the pipe.
I think you did a fantastic job. You're a great learner.
Thank you, thank you. So I want to thank you for teaching me how to fix this pipe. Hopefully we have no more wild animals coming through.
I doubt around here you're not going to see any more wild
We'll
animals.
have to put up a barricade.
You might
for
have to
sure.
put something up. That's correct.
So hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. Well, maybe not, because that means
You definitely hope not to see me.
Yeah, that means I have to be paying for a plumbing issue.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you.
And you have a good one.
Yep.
So, how awesome was that? I got to do some plumbing work and get my hands dirty or wet, but I have a newfound respect for plumbers and the work that they do. Kirk was pretty awesome too. But this was only one trade. And this season, we will dive in deeper into all the trades that you can work in. This season on Trading Up, we're going to dive into different trades, and by the end, you will learn everything there is to know to begin your journey. Thanks again for joining me today, y'all, and hope to see you next time on Trading Up.
UA Local 50 plumbers, steam fitters, and service mechanics, in partnership with the Mechanical Contractors Association of Northwest Ohio, is a proud partner of Trading Up.